A look at three things you need to know. So yes, strong to severe storms possible later today. It'll mainly be during the afternoon and into your early evening. Peak daytime heating be where we will see those. Another round of storms on Friday. We have currently a level 1 severe risk out for all the area on Friday. I wouldn't be surprised to see at least parts of the area upgraded to a level 2 out of 5 severe risk then. And then an unsettled weather pattern is now looking more likely through this weekend and into next week. We'll break down the setup here coming up in just a moment. Looking at your current conditions out there, still beautiful sunrise at the Kentucky Horse Park, able to get enough of that daylight through the clouds to create a beautiful sky. Temperatures ranging from the low to mid 60s, even some 70s out there. 70 in Somerset, 70 Bardstown, 70 Campbellsville. So warm and muggy to start your day today. And as you head throughout your Thursday, temperatures peaking right around the upper 70s into the low to even mid 80s to our east. We're not going to see that here in Lexington most likely, but around lunchtime into the afternoon, that's where you're going to see those storms firing up. Something we haven't really talked about, it's also going to be breezy to gusty today. Wind gusts in excess of 25 to 30 miles per hour will be possible. Vapor radar this morning, that's again dry. We haven't seen any development outside of one cell that moved through Lexington much earlier this morning. That's all the way to Columbus now. Also tracking maybe these showers into southeast Tennessee, moving northeastward, impacting eastern Kentucky. But we're watching skies to our west for that development here later on today. So our severe weather risk, a level 2 out of 5 for all the areas shaded in yellow, which does include all the ABC 36 viewing area. Damaging wind gusts isolated to scattered large hail. That's your primary severe weather threat. Can't rule out a quick spin up. That threat, though, is pretty low out there today. We're not seeing quite enough spin to really support that, but it's still not, again, zero. So isolated activity through lunchtime. We start to see the radar filling up with those showers and storms during the afternoon through the early evening. Watch what happens once we start to lose the daytime heating. By 8 o'clock, hey, things to become a lot more isolated, and the overnight is pretty quiet out there across the region as that frontal boundary is just to our north and our west. So the severe weather threats for today: scattered, isolated to scattered damaging wind gusts, isolated to scattered large hail with a low wind risk for any tornado threat. And then flash flooding is a localized low threat as well. Looking ahead at Friday, severe weather threat, level 1 risk out for all of the area. I wouldn't be surprised to see that upgraded, though, because watch what happens here into the afternoon hours. You see this cluster of storms pushing on through, maybe a couple clusters on the way Friday into even Friday night, seeing some activity pushing on through. And then into Saturday and Sunday, we keep the rain chances around as the system kind of stalls out over top of the area. So rainfall forecast, it's been continuing to increase around 1 inch to 3 inches widespread expected through the weekend because we get this blocking pattern setting up where you get this ridge building over the central northern plains, and then you get this area low pressure that's got no steering winds to move it on out of here, and that's going to keep us unsettled this weekend into early next week, and much cooler. Those temperatures into the low 60s, maybe even staying in the 50s for areas on Sunday. So tracking the unsettled weather for Oaks Day and into Derby Day. Make sure you're packing the rain gears. You are heading out to Churchill Downs.